Okay, let me move the toilet paper this time.
Subscribe, Scott. It's another day. It's another dollar. It's time for another freaking interview. We're going to laugh today because I'm with my homie, my rap buddy. He goes by the name of Chase. He's an awesome artist. All right, Chase, what's up today?
Well, I woke up, and now we're here. Haven't done anything else. I've been real fucking lazy today. I shouldn't be because I have to drop a song a day in July.
Oh yeah, you need to get that together real quick. Like
I have 6 days.
6 days, bro. Oh my goodness. So okay, to be honest with you guys, here's what happened. So we had started the interview, right? And then because I don't have the upgraded version of what we got going on right now, we had to restart the interview. So Chase totally had to roll of toilet paper where he's at.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Okay, the only thing you missed, all right? There's toilet paper here. I admitted that I use it to wipe up cum. That's it. I got my backup toilet paper too, but that's it.
We were talking about when he fell in love with music. He said he was like 4 to 5, you know what I'm saying? And he had a flesh-eating disorder, right? Is that the correct word, or is it disease?
I think it's a disease.
Disease. Music was his escape, and he was listening to like hardcore stuff. His parents was not feeling that, you know what I'm saying? They was not feeling that at all. And so they took away music, and he had to sneak and listen to it. Now you're caught up as to where we're at. And my next question is, like, at what point did you want to do music professionally?
I think I was like 16. Like, I was rapping and trying to make music at 13 and like 12. But it was like recorded on Windows Movie Maker as like a video with tinfoil over my camera. Like, I didn't even know how to use Audacity at that point. And it was just one take, just raw audio, just beat playing off my beatbox speaker.
But Audacity days was real, bro. Like, we really thought we was doing something with Audacity.
And I never realized like how much of a crutch it was that you couldn't drag the audio.
Like, you couldn't, no. Like,
you had to like, copy it so precise and then paste it on whatever line you wanted and hope it was on beat.
You're bringing me back. You're bringing me all the way back. The struggle was real. Beginning. All right, so like.
Fun fact though. Hold up, pause quick. I was using Audacity up until 2017. So, yeah, wow. No, I had a blue. Dude, I don't know. I had a blue snowball mic until I hit 100,000 subs and it broke. And then I upgraded to a TLM 102. So the difference was crazy. But I was still using Audacity. And when I like tracked out each individual track, there was no batch export. I had to render each file like individually and then send a reference so my engineer could line them up because they didn't have the feature where it rendered the whole track. Where there wasn't audio, it would just cut out and render just the clip. So yeah, I was using Audacity up until like 3 years ago. And then I got Cubase.
Oh my God. I'm like, the fact you need an award for the fact that you used it that long though. Like,
yeah. Shit, I was mixing in it too.
Wow, that's wild. That's absolutely wild. Okay, so I'm really just sitting here thinking about like all the work as you put it for like one song, bro.
It's fucking horrible.
That's crazy. Okay, so you don't shy away from the fact that you've had like things that you've had to overcome, whether it's drug addiction, depression. So at what point did the drugs come in, and at what point was it depression first, then drugs, or like what is the story?
It was definitely depression first, and then it was drinking. And then it was like, I actually like used to rap, like saying I'll stick to green, like shit like that. Like I'm not doing hard drugs. And then one day I was real drunk and just tried cocaine, fell in love with it. And it just spiraled to the point where it's like, shit, you could pass me a perk, I'd crush it and snort it. I remember one time I was on Ativan at a Christmas like reunion with my family, Christmas dinner, because I had really bad anxiety. So I couldn't drink, and everyone else was drinking and having fun. So I went and stole one of my mom's back pain pills from her purse. It was like a perk 30. And then I went to the bathroom, crushed it and sniffed it. And then I was having fun. I was literally a fiend.
Wow.
Yeah. But depression and anxiety came first, based on like I said, like when I was 4, you know, when you're a kid, you're supposed to have like rainbows and unicorn dicks like all around you. You're supposed to be happy. And
Why are
you
they
know,
dicks though? Why does it have to be? Why do they
I
have to
don't
be
know.
dicks? Like,
I
why
don't
is it
know, man.
rainbows and unicorn dicks though? Not just the rainbows and but they had to be dicks.
Do you know if a unicorn has like titties or a puss? Like, I don't think they do.
Okay, so then we're gonna be sexist and we're gonna assume that rainbows and unicorns have dicks. Like what?
Rainbows have unicorn dicks.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, did you ever go to rehab? Like how did you move past that?
You know, I had my parents and my other family telling me to get off it, but I was in like a place where I was like, you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You've never been through this shit. So I was like really stubborn, and it pushed me to do it more until my girlfriend at the time, who just finished dating a drug dealer, told me like, you're getting out of hand. And then my sister, who also dealt with addiction in the past, and dropped out of college based on the fact, was telling me like, you need to stop. And that was kind of like a key eye opener. It's like people who have been in worse situations are telling me that I'm getting there. So that's where I kind of threw the drugs away. I mean, even after Blackout, I still relapsed a couple times. Like, I don't want people to think Blackout was the end of my drug addiction, because it was in a sense, and then shit popped off and I fell back into it multiple times. But now I'm clean. I've been clean off drugs for fucking like a year almost.
That's good. Congrats.
Clean off alcohol for a week.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take our wins when we can get it, big dog. Like
Our win.
we're gonna take our wins when we can get it. Oh my goodness. But I love the fact that you have this sense of optimism despite everything that you have been through. Like you just really have this optimistic, like positive spirit. I think that's what makes you like super dope to me. And so I want to know, because I feel like I still haven't had this moment yet. So I love to live vicariously through my friends who've had this moment. Like, where was your like where were you at when like you had a song that like popped? And also like a double-sided question of that is like, did you think it was going to pop off, or was it one of those things like it just popped off?
So with the whole Blackout thing, it was weird how it worked, because I dreamt the concept, woke up at 7, super excited, 7 a.m. I went to bed at like 3, but woke up at 7, wrote the record in 6 hours. I used my homie for the beat, and then I was just going to drop the audio. Like, it was just supposed to be like an audio thing. And some dude from Australia hit me up and said, hey, I do storytelling, music videos. Here's some concepts I've done. And I was like, dude, I just wrote one. Like, like it just lined up perfectly. So I asked him how much he charged me. He did it for free.
Whoa.
Blackout was completely free. The beat was free for me. The video was free. I had to buy the gun for him, of course.
Okay.
And then I knew it was going to pop off. And I don't know if me speaking it into existence, because I believe in manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely believe that that record would be the record that put me on the map to a lot of artists. And it did. I mean, Genius emailed me. I didn't email them. They just hit me up and was like, yo, we want you in LA or New York, wherever you can make it to first. And I was like, let's go to LA.
Go. That's wild. That's dope though. That is super dope. Yeah. And so ever since that particular song, have you had a song to reach that same level, or do you feel like you're still chasing that? You're still trying to chase that particular song? It's play on words, pun intended, chasing it. Oh.
I'm not chasing it anymore, because I realized it does nothing for you.
Okay.
You make some money, but like, money's fuck all. I don't care about money. I mean, everyone who's made money in the past, like real money, realizes it never lasts, because you buy stupid shit like a watch. Like, when you fast money never lasts. It doesn't. When you get paid a bunch, you're reckless with it, because you think it's always going to be coming, but then all of a sudden it shuts off and you're just like, damn. So I haven't chased it, because even the Genius interview really hasn't, you know, helped me that much. It's credibility. Like, I could hit up No Jumper and say, hey, I did a Genius interview, like, let me cop one on your show, and it would help me. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I haven't had labels reach out based on the fact of the interview. So I haven't had a song pop off like that, but I don't think I need it, because I'm making more money now than when Blackout blew up. So
gotcha.
It's really backwards.
Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Who I can sit there and analyze that, but that's the artist side of me. Like,
Yeah. Well, you've been in the industry a long ass time. You know how the shit works.
I have been in it for a while. Like, yeah, and it's sometimes it'd be butt backwards. Like, to be honest, the things that you think is gonna work doesn't work. What works, like, it's just. I feel like at the end of the day, like, you just have to be consistent with whatever it is that you're doing, like, because
Yeah.
you're never gonna know until it does work. And then
And I always tell people who are super critical on themselves and not dropping their songs because they don't think it's up to par. It's like you can't choose your hits. That's not how it works. You got to drop. If you make a song and you're like, oh, this is shit. Well, Gucci Gang blew up. You don't get to choose your fucking hits. They just happen. So drop the fucking song. Stop being a perfectionist and just coast with it.
Okay. I'm not a perfectionist. I've always had the method of dropping my music though. But I am gonna be curious to see like what is the one that's gonna be like, okay, that's the one. But I don't like think about it on a daily thing like that. Like it's just like, okay, this is how I feel. So I'm gonna stay true to my feelings. So interesting. All right. So now let's talk
about the George Floyd thing you did, if George Floyd was white.
Or if Ahmaud Arbery was white.
Oh yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That should have blown up.
It should have.
Like 100%. When you sent me the link, I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And I was watching it. I was like, bro, why is this not popped?
It's not Scribe's time yet. That's all, people. I keep telling people when it's Scribe's time.
That's optimistic.
It's not my time yet. I'm gonna keep showing up until it's my time, and I'm gonna keep doing dope stuff.
And the grind makes it worth it.
And it does, because you're not the only one who said that though. Like, if people are like, how is this not? I'm like, look, I showed up. I did what I was supposed to do, and I felt good about it. So that's why I don't feel bad.
Yeah,
I felt good about it.
Exactly.
Let's talk about this whole YouTube world. Like, how do you classify yourself as quote unquote a YouTube rapper, or do you just feel like you're an artist and a rapper in general? And then also, like, how do you feel about the community?
So I definitely used to be a YouTube rapper because I used to do vlogs and the nerd raps on Omegle. And then I had like a sense of pride where it's like, what if Drake seen the nerd rap on Omegle thing? And I like stopped doing it and just, you know, if you look back, I've only done music for the past like 2 years. It's only been music videos or audio. So I don't consider myself a YouTube rapper based on the fact that just because my main fan base is on YouTube, my main paychecks aren't.
Okay.
You know? I'm not relying on YouTube. So I don't consider myself to be. Other people will, and I'm cool with that. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm about to start doing some Omegle shit if that tweet reaches what it should be. I don't care. But the YouTube community, like YouTube rap community, is really weird.
It could be a weird space.
People be moving so snaky. I don't like it. So I've kind of like distanced and I found who's real, like Vinjay, you, Crypts, Elijah Kyle, PFV, Nato. Like there's certain people, Dizzy 8, Samad, like there's certain people, like, and obviously I'm missing a lot, but there's certain people who are really genuine and want others to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's other people who envy success and become jealous and try to tear down other people or try to downgrade what someone's done by saying I could do it better. And it's like, then why didn't you?
That part.
So that part. So the whole YouTube rap community, I kind of distance from it just because it's really weird and people are really fucking mischievous and what's the word? What's selfish?
Mm-hmm. I could see that, but I feel like okay.
But it has helped us all. Like like without it, I would still be doing fucking flooring with my dad dropped to the school with nothing. You know what I mean? So I got love for it. I just kind of want to distance and go the extra mile. Cause shit, I'm 21. Like I don't want to be on YouTube forever, bro.
Oh God, I swear you were older, bro. Like that made me feel old as hell. I'm 25.
Yeah, I just turned 21, but like, and that's the thing. I don't see myself a YouTuber. I want to be doing tours and shows and exist outside the internet, right?
I agree. But there are lots of YouTube rappers. We can sit here and name some that are selling out shows. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Crypt.
Futuristic started on YouTube. Dax. Like, who else? I can't think off the top of my head, but
when you think of like Crypt and Dax and Futuristic, I don't consider them YouTube rappers because they're not doing anything that's super gimmicky. Like in the past they have, like Futuristic was doing the nerd raps, but he also was rapping prior to that. Same with High Res, like they were doing backseat bars and all of that. And they found a home in the YouTube community and they found a buzz on YouTube, but I wouldn't consider that like.
See, I feel like we need to change this definition of what people think is YouTube rap. I just feel like, why can't YouTube rap just be like, maybe YouTube is your biggest platform? Like, I feel like if that was the definition of YouTube, like a YouTube rapper, then it would be like this really cool thing. Because
but then again, everybody would be a YouTube rapper. Drake would, because that's definitely where he gets the most views.
Yeah, it is, but at the same time, Drake's a little bit different because like he was still part of that 106 in Park era, and like MTV, what is it, TRL was still on.
Yeah,
like so true. He didn't get his, and then he did. I mean, think about how much they paid to spin Drake every hour on the hour, like on the radio. Like, so I wouldn't consider him, but I'm saying like, where did you get your like your catalyst from? Like, Futuristic, to me, his catalyst came from like Facebook, YouTube. Like, he was a part of that era. Like,
and it was like the nerd raps and Compton shit.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a whole era, and I feel like why can't that just be something that's celebrated? I think it's a cool thing to be like, okay, yeah, I started on. Matter of fact, it's dope because like all you guys needed these major labels. You needed radio play. You needed whole marketing teams. We didn't need any of that. We needed YouTube. And then now we're selling out shows. And I feel like that's a cool thing. Or like same thing.
I think the stigma comes from the fact of like, when you think of rap, right? You think of like some hard ass like gangster music, people who are out in the streets really about it, like they don't give a fuck. They got the jewelry, they do that. So like when you have someone dress up like a nerd, people consider that to be corny because you're being vulnerable. Or if you do a sad song with like a story, when you're vulnerable, people find it corny. So I think that's the stigma, and it definitely shouldn't be, because like, why are you ashamed of how you got a buzz as long as you got it?
Right? Because it's like, well, people be like, oh, such and such was a SoundCloud rapper, so why is that a cool thing? But like YouTube rap isn't. Like,
SoundCloud wasn't a cool thing in the past though. So I think YouTube just hasn't hit that peak, because we were shitting on SoundCloud.
We really need to hit it. We need to hit that peak where being a YouTube rapper is like the dopest thing. Because if you think about,
Dax is pushing
it, like really, and KSI. Think about like KSI.
Yeah.
He's got features and stuff with Rick Ross. Of course, he's paying for that. But like, he's got all types of buzz happening and money being made. I just feel like we need to change that stigma for sure. So like, okay, what is one of the like your favorite collabs that you've done and why? You don't have to choose me. I'm automatically telling you, you do not have to choose me. It's a-okay.
That was one of my favorite, just because of how it happened. Where I thought I sent the stems to you, but I sent them to a different email. I don't have them anymore, and I felt super bad. I was like, yo, so like gave you the beat. I was like, I'll do the hook, and like structured it, and like just all did it because I felt super bad. So that was definitely one of the most memorable ones. I think one of my favorites would have to be with Crypt and Luke.
Okay.
Just because the energy, like,
there's a lot of energy in that.
We're all the same. We'll all say gay shit to each other. Which is, it's just weird. Like, we know it's like a joke, but
I'm gonna be honest. I think that's like okay. So like, if we're gonna have that conversation, I think that's like a cultural thing. Like black men will not like at all. And I think I can have this conversation because I've grown up in like both environments. I've noticed that like my white male friends, they're much more comfortable like having sexuality jokes, not in a negative way, but like just in a playful manner, versus like African American men, when it comes to like them having sexuality jokes, it's like not funny. Like, it's like not a thing at all. Like, people will really get like beat up for like,
oh yeah, like if you say something,
like you say something, it's like a fight. And I think that stems just from like slavery and like African American like men being forced to do certain acts or being like emasculated constantly. And so I'll always find that to be very interesting as to like how men like not of color could have certain engagement with each other. And that's like totally off topic. It has nothing to do with our interview, but this is what we do.
But Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's a conversation. Fucking
It's a
it's
conversation.
podcast now.
Like it's I find this to be very interesting. Okay, so also what I wanted to know is like how do you feel about diss tracks in the YouTube world? Do you feel like it's a positive thing? Do you feel like it's a negative thing? Do you feel like it's just entertaining? I was literally just talking, I did an interview with Dwayne and we were talking about this, and here's my thing. I feel like diss tracks in the competitive sense is a good thing, like in the sense of like I think I'm a better rapper than you. All right, I'm finna diss you because I'm gonna prove I want to go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's actually kind of dope for the community because it pushes us to be better rappers and it's entertaining. I feel like people take it too far when we talking about such and such as mom, such and such as girlfriend. Then things get out of line, like, and you know what I'm saying? Like then that's where we go left. And I'm like not necessarily here for that. I'm more so on a like let's just make rap competitive again. I'm on that. But what is your opinion?
My opinion is like if you want to have a competitive diss off, that's dope. Like honestly, as long as you're not saying personal things, if you're coming on some bar heavy shit dissing the person without bringing their personal life into it in a competitive manner, that's cool. But I feel like both parties have to agree. Like for example, if you and me didn't know each other and you just dropped a diss, I find that so corny because they're riding the coattail of someone to bring success to them without knowing them. But like, who was it? When Luke and 6 Seconds first went at it, it was all fun and games. Like I seen the DMs, they were cool with it. They were like, yeah, like dope diss track, shit like that. So that was a competitive manner. But then you can go into the other side of it where people start taking money or doing some questionable things. And like, for example, the whole me and Dax thing, I would have fought Dax. I would 150% got my ass handed to me, but I was pissed off enough to fight him. You know what I mean? So in that sense, that's where you can get personal. If you're going to keep the same energy, if it shows up in person, then get personal with it. But a lot of these dudes don't realize, like, when you get personal on the internet, it's not internet. This is rap. There's a culture with rap. If you bring someone's mom into the shit, or if you call someone a bitch, which is a huge thing, you can't call someone a bitch. You can't.
That was like a universal, like everybody knows that all the gloves
or pussy, yeah. You getting
off.
knocked out. You getting hit on site. And I told Luke that when he called Munfu a bitch. I said Munfu's not a rapper, so what do you expect him to do? When he sees you, he's gonna hit you.
I mean, that is the point, though. Like, what was his comeback gonna be to make a vlog? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is he supposed to come back to that? Or like, no, I agree. I feel like people should keep it on some rap stuff. Be like, your bars are weak.
If you got the energy for it,
if
you got the energy for it, then go personal. But if you don't and you're not about that life, then don't do it. Because
don't go personal. Like, because
people don't realize.
Nah.
People don't realize this whole community is so small. Like Tory Lanez be hanging out with people I know. You know what I mean? Like you see each other.
It's high school. It's like
good example is the Dax and Tory thing. Like Tory pulled up on Dax when that shit popped.
I saw that. Like, and okay, so I still don't understand, like, where was it stemming from? Did Dax say something about Tory? Like,
Dax was gonna drop a diss trying to get clout off Tory, but it kind of makes sense because Tory did say he's the best rapper out, and then Mercules dissed Tory, and Tory was fine with that, because Mercules is a big guy and he's about it. And then Dax dissed Tory, or was gonna, and Tory DM'd him, said, "I'm not in the fucking mood. Don't drop that shit." And then Dax is like, "All right, I won't." And then he still dropped it. And then Tory was like, "All right, bet. You're doing a show in my city." So he pulled up, made him apologize.
Yes, I saw the video. Lord.
But to be fair, I would have taken the ass beating. Because you have to keep the same energy. You got to realize if you tell someone you're not going to diss them,
he should have just took his L. Because it would have been,
or he shouldn't have dropped the diss. Like if you're gonna give someone your word and say I won't drop it, and then you drop it, like you got to keep the energy.
That part, yeah, that backfired, bro. Like it's just nah.
It really did.
Keep it on some rap stuff. Like keep it on some rap stuff. Oh, interesting, very interesting. Okay, so what's next for you? What's for the rest of the year? What are you working on? What are you putting out?
Well, with the whole COVID thing, I was supposed to be in LA doing some shit with Henry AZ, Moxus, and we were gonna do. I can't speak on it too much, but we were gonna do a thing, and then we were gonna have it promoted by Juicy J.
Okay.
Because that's who Henry's signed to, right? So we were planning that, but now COVID has all the borders shut down, so I can't even leave the country. So I'm stuck up here, bro. It sucks.
Yeah, you're like the middle of nowhere. If you guys don't know, he's literally in the middle of nowhere. Like the definition. Trees.
That part.
All trees. Interesting. Okay. Well,
so it was supposed to be like a music video every week, and I'm still gonna hold that. It's just now I don't have a cinematographer because I can't get to Chicago or Atlanta where my guys are. So I'm fucking filming, as you know, on a fucking iPhone. And to be fair, my iPhone is shattered though.
Ooh, yeah. We need to work on. See, what you need to do is those chains. We're gonna have to just trade those in. You know what I'm saying, for a little bit. Then we're gonna get you a new camera. You know what I'm saying. Then you're gonna get a tripod, and you'll be good. You'll be good. I know that's like at least $1,000 you got on your neck right there. You could put that $1,000 towards the camera and be straight. You straight.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, I hope we still get some, some dope new music. They don't know. We have a song though that's coming out. I'll tell you the day. What day is it coming out? Hold on.
I don't even know the day. Hold on.
Yeah, I should probably tell you that. Wait, I have it on my phone. 1 second. Un momento. It comes out on where is it at? Secluded. July 25th. That's when that video is dropping. Video and song is coming out on that day. It's on the album though, but the only way you can hear the album is called Secluded. It is fire. Everybody that's heard that song said it was one of their favorites on the album, so that's why I'm excited.
Yo, that beat was clutch. I didn't even know I had that. I don't know where it came from. I don't remember buying it, but I had the stem, so I must have. Yeah,
I'm feeling that. They're not ready for that, but make sure you know what I'm saying. You stay tapped in with everything Chase has going on. Shout out your socials so they know where to follow you.
At Real Chase, but the A is a V. It's confused. Okay, people always ask me that, and I say Real Chase with a V, and they're like, where the fuck does the V go? Or they're like, what's your rap name? I say it's Chase, but with a V, and they're like, what?
It's okay, but I like it. When you see it, it makes sense. They just have to see it. When they see it,
it does, and it's different.
It's different. It's great to be different.
Very different.
Well, there you have it. I told you we was gonna have a good time here with the homie. Make sure you follow him on all social media. Check out all his new music that he has going on. Of course, we're gonna react to it on the channel. Stay tuned for the new song that we have dropping, which is freaking fire. I swear. Oh, I think
we gotta get more than that one done though.
We really do.
I'm dropping a song a fucking day, and the whole point of this is because my Spotify has like 150,000 monthly listeners. So I'm trying to drive traffic to underrated artists because no one in the YouTube community other than Crypt is really doing that.
That part. So please help me. Matter of fact, we're gonna have more than one song.
Yeah, I'm like dead ass gonna spam and then connect people as well. Like people who wouldn't normally collab, I'm gonna put them on the same project so then they can network after the fact of our record.
I think that's great. I'm definitely down to do that. So stay tuned for more Us music. And let me know who else I should interview on the channel. I will see you guys next time.